Good evening and tonight, viewers. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Did some work. Shikamaru's now an archer.
What is it?
Halberd is a thief with a crossbow.
Hey?
Samo is now a monk.
What?
And Samantha's still a chemist. But she's learned some swanky new abilities. By which I mean throw items and high potion.
What is it?
And Ramza is also doing his thing. Anyway, let's go to the siege walled here. No, I'm sorry, siege wheeled. It's wheeled.
I thought you never asked.
Throwing Halberd. Bring Samo and Samantha.
It's
Sorry, Shikamaru, you're sitting this one out.
Our luck is ill, that we should chance upon.
some of us prefer fiends in a wood.
And some of us are not so quick to
Enough talk.
Oh, here they come. I'm gonna hold off on making Samantha a mage until I get some better equipment for that.
Right.
See here. Go ahead. Sure. There we are. I can hit Arcaf. Okay, let's move over here. Alright, very nice. Don't know any martial arts yet, that's fine. There. Those bombs have really low HP. Oh, we might want to take that bomb out. You basically want to take out the bombs if they are in low HP.
It's time.
Because if they are, they might explode. Gonna go ahead and knock this guy out here. There we are. Exploding deals a lot of damage, as it always has. Okay, let's see here. There we are.
Where to begin?
I mean, not much to say about these monsters. They're like nothing. They don't even matter. You attack the Lita again. That's fine. I got a lot of potions, I think. Ah, jeez. I forgot he has items as well. Potions do I have? I can check in a bit. There we are. Excellent. Yeah, giving him a crossbow, I think, was the right call. Chuck a rock at him. There we are. That way we get some JP. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of potions.
Ready.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw a stone at him. Nuts. See, we got that one goblin there. Can he reach? He can. And he's hitting it from the sides, so that's double, not double damage, but the character evade will ensure that fine. There. The character evade won't trigger if you're being hit from the side. Alright, let's take down Mr. Kitty Cat here. There we go.
Once we are clear of the Weald, we should soon reach Dorter.
That was easy. I don't really care to get the monster chest because it's just going to be a random item. Also, I'm spending money on this run, so, you know, I don't need to wait for a hopeful chest drop. Now, let's see here. I'm probably going to use Rend. Archer. Thief. Good abilities. I want him to learn Shockwave. We'll learn. Might hold out for Auto Potion. If only there were a way to get JP without battling. Oh, well, that sounds like a winning proposition to me. We're gonna go ahead and save. Let's make sure not to save over my way further out there file. Let's make this a twofer. Gonna go to the merchant city of Dorter. Dorter? I hardly knew her. Alright, this time Shikamaru will be joining in.
Ready and willing. Alright.
Actually, I think
Take the fight to him.
I think having two crossbow users would probably be more ideal.
I said I know naught of it.
Do not speak false to me.
But there's Weegroff, who says, "Do not speak false to me." His voice actor is the guy who voiced Odio from, well, not Odio, Orsted from Live Alive.
I...
What of the Marquis? I will not ask again.
To the desert.
Sandrat Siege. I think a siege is, it's my understanding it's a word from Dune.
The Order's swords.
It seems we did well. Have I not seen that man? You know him, Delita. I have seen his fate. You'll pardon me my misgivings. I've just remembered. He commanded the dead men.
What?
Aye. Look.
Alright, welcome to what is absolutely my first attempt at this battle. Yes, sir, it is the very first. So yeah, there are three archers. One of them has a longbow, one of them has a bow gun, and the other one has a... The other one has a... nothing. Because they're the Corpse Brigade. They're very poor. What are we? Aim +4. Okay. Yes, chemists now have move find item as an inherent movement ability. It still shakes out, as far as I remember, the same way, which is if you have X amounts of, like, the likelihood of getting the rare item is 100 minus X, where X is your brave. So you essentially want to have your chemist be as unbrave as possible. Get him from behind, and he's dead. Okay, this is going much better than my other attempt. By which I mean, it's going very well, and I don't have any other attempts to compare it to. Oh, that's nice. It's nice that he's helping out Lita. We're sure they'll maintain that relationship throughout the rest of their lives. Okay. Well, at least they don't seem to be interested in knocking out my chemist that much. Which is a thing I've heard can happen in other playthroughs. Alright, he's dead. Huh. Can I reach him with a potion? Well, that's fine. I can reach him with a Phoenix down. Yeah, this is already going 10 times better. Also, might want to give... I almost called him Maxim. This isn't Lufia 2. Might want to give Rams a item. Well, I have another Phoenix Downer. At least one I can control.
Where to begin?
Let's move here. And you chuck a Phoenix down at him. Restores between 2 and 20 HP. Maybe 1 and 20. Alright, let's see. Am I going to be able to... Can't hit that guy. Well, I can reset the move. I hit him now. How about now? There we go. Alright, cool.
I still have the will.
Okay. The wizards are their biggest threats. Like, the archers aren't necessarily to be trifled with. But the wizards are definitely the worst thing they've got going.
I can do this.
Gotta just focus. Get some extra physical attack there. Okay, can he... Looking at for aim. Alright. I'll take it. There we go. That went much better. I mean, that went very well. As my only attempt, that went very well.
We know you're of the brigade.
Argath's gonna kind of show his ass here.
You were with your commander, Weegraf, when we came. Where has he gone? Mayhap a beating would loosen.
Enough!
Listen well. A great host, with the order at its you will die. You will be, but you, pig, are a lucky one.
How the bloody hell should I?
I'll not bear your ribald. Tell that to the men you've wrought.
You nobles, sir, are all the same. We fought for this kingdom at the peril of... What do you think?
Yeah, it's basically the backstory of the Corpse Brigade.
Birth.
They fought on the side of the nobility during a war. They were basically kind of cast aside, which, I mean, that sort of thing has happened all the damn time throughout history.
Men for ransom.
No, the Marquis's kidnapping was...
Also, I can't think of... I'm sure there are other games, but it's not really a common trope where you have a bad guy group that isn't a united front.
He would never. Oh, then who was it? Someone...
Speak.
It was Gustav.
Who is Gustav?
Gustav Margrave.
So, the Corpse Brigade...
No.
Like, this is... I mean, like, in most cases, the bad guy group is like a monolith. They all want the same thing, and they all agree the same way to do it. But here, you've got two guys that more or less want the same thing, but they don't agree how to go about it. And again, that story is writ all throughout history. Y'all know how, like, in every given Simpsons season, there's like 7 or 8 Marge and Homer's marriage are in trouble stories? This is basically the historical equivalent of that.
That's enough!
So where is this Sandrat?
You are not of Galleon. Small one. Sandrats are unique to...
Your point being?
Do any villages lie in the desert?
Villages? No. At least...
Then that's where we'll find Gustav.
Aye.
How can you be so...
Sandrats.
Seek to the Sandrat's burrow.
Hmm?
We never get to meet a sand rat. Anyway, we got any new gear?
Catch your eye. May I help? Come back.
Buy a rod. So I might, now that I have a robe. I do want auto potion though, but you know what? She knows fire and thunder. I decided to get her over as a black mage. Imp and robe gives her a little more MP. Give her the rod. Will ever throw items. Give her items as her backup ability. So she's just as good. Wait, chemist. Ram Citizen? Oh, Phoenix down. Well, that's fine. Does anyone know Phoenix down? He does.
I understand.
No, you're... I want you as an archer.
Very good.
You as an archer. Okay. Bowgun. McCutcheon. Give you items. Really no point in giving him equipped crossbows. I think he can learn. Jump +1 can be pretty handy. Plus, it ain't like he's learning nothing else.
Certainly.
Halberd. Nah. He's gonna be my Dragoon. And Samo, we're gonna get over as a Samurai. Still holding out for Shockwave. That's the best of the monk abilities. Okay. Now that I got 2 units that can use items, I'm feeling pretty good. Go ahead and go to Zeklos Desert. This will be a 3-fer, because I got enough time. I like the longer episodes. It's nice. Gives you all something to sink your teeth into. And this is the first map with multiple deployment areas. We cannot put Rams on the second group. I don't know why. Oh well. Since Shikamaru has item, he will go there. And we're gonna do Samo and Samantha here. There! Each group has a healer. And a guest who can use items.
About the order. They mean to finish. I've heard. I say we forget this business and run. There's naught for it.
And again, how often in fiction do you have a group like this, the quote-unquote bad guy group,
Agreed.
where they're talking about how they're not sure if they can go on.
God's willing, Gustav's ransom of the Marquis. The order. There.
We must silence this watch before they can...
Alright. Let's beat him.
I see.
Given the flat terrain of this area, if you train up your monk to use Shockwave, you are just gonna be sitting pretty on damage. Because it hits every enemy in a straight line, so if Samo there had Shockwave, I could hit 4 at once. Oh well. You know, you can't win them all. You can't always get what you want. But you find sometimes you get what you need. Okay, Samo. Get over there. And let's see what we got here. Ooh, she goes pretty quickly. Okay, yes.
I'll get you for this.
Hell yeah. That's also a pretty good use of lined up units. Anyway, the monks, they just punch things. I found that if a unit can heal a critical ally, it will. That seems to be the shape of things. Someone guy's named Zell? I love it. He's a total chicken wuss.
My turn, is it?
Alright, I'm gonna throw a rock at this dude. There we go. He's dead of rock throw. Monks have really poor equipment draws, but they make up for it by dealing a lot of damage and having really good abilities. Get closer. See if this will do anything. Fine. They use Phoenix Downs? I don't know if they can. So the item loadout for your enemies is dependent upon their level. So if they're not a... There's an FAQ on GameFAQs. A guy named Aerostar, I think his name was. I'll append some text to this upload if it's a different name. But he wrote a really in-depth game mechanics FAQ. And it goes in depth about what levels you start seeing certain equipment. What happens when you see the low battery screen. No, I'm just kidding. What levels you see certain equipment. What levels enemies begin using certain items. What levels they begin throwing certain things at. But yes. Items are dependent upon level. Another foible of items is that the enemies will never run out of them. I'm just going to throw stone at Argath there. Use him for cheap experience. Okay, can I... Unfortunately, this isn't like Tactics Ogre where you can just, you know, go outside of the range of your bows.
Leave it to me. My turn.
Yeesh. I don't want to go after this guy. I think he's more threatening than the knight. Knights, enemy knights, especially now, are not that threatening. Guy's name is Cedric. Oh, Kane. I don't know where I got Cedric. Sounds pretty entertaining, though. Alright, let's punch this guy. Alright, then. Fire. Another foible about the AI is this. If an enemy is targeted with a charging ability, and that charge ability will kill the unit, then the AI treats that unit as marked for death, and they won't go after it or try to do damage to it. They might have fixed this in later versions, but this means you can kind of game the system by using death sentence in the PlayStation version. Because the AI is like, oh, this guy's marked for death. Blind knife, that's pretty good.
You've taken leave of your senses, have I? What hope does your fool
Again,
hold?
the fact that we have two people nominally on the same side disagreeing about how to go about things. You just don't see this in very many games. It might be more common now, but especially back in the day, this was novel.
And you think you're more fool you. You have spoken your fill, then we are done.
Wheatgraff! The Marquis!
A Marquis.
You stay yourself, Argath. The Marquis is unharmed.
Yeah, this dude's like Wheatgraff is actually a pretty threatening challenge when we fight him.
The Marquis's abduction was ill. Let me walk free. You mock us. Enough, Argath. Put your backs to that wall.
Like, we are not tough enough to take him down.
Let him go. Why do you state the corpse brigade is finished?
They are pretty much finished. Like, this is
But he would seem
kind of their death knell. And we saved Sephiroth.
We must see him back to eat.
Alright, so we got some new stock at the outfitter. Let's see what we got. Ooh, definitely want these elemental rods. I'm gonna get one of each. Because it strengthens that element. Probably gonna switch between flame and thunder a lot, because not much reason to use ice, but I will use ice at some point.
Catch your eye.
Red Hood.
Will that be all? Good choice.
Alright, gonna give Samantha here a Red Hood,
This is your
because that's
favour.
more
Will
MP.
that be all? Don't be.
Go ahead and report back to Egros. And again, I love that I can just flee from these battles. After this report, I'll call it an episode.
What madness possessed you that you would abandon your... Silence is not the answer I seek.
'Twas I forced Ramsar.
Was that the way of it, Ramsar?
No. I went...
'Tis Ramsar's noble disposition that...
You needn't be false on my behalf, Delete.
Might I pose a question, Ramsar? What adherence to the rule of law is enough? Is it your intent to live up to your...
Forgive me, Lord.
I believe the point is made.
Anyway, yeah.
You must not allow the how of it to steal your eyes away from the what. Their rescue of the Marquis was no small feat. It is the way of young men to be impetuous in their haste to do great things.
I kind of like this. Like, we get reamed for saving the Marquis because we weren't asked to, but they still acknowledge that we did it. I like in fiction when they do that, where it's like, hey, you shouldn't have did it, but we couldn't have done it without you.
To coddle them is to do them disservice, Your Grace.
So, you are Count Dystog's younger
They-
brother. Rise.
There's a lot of tropes in this that I like. That's probably why I like this game so
Indeed,
much.
You are the very image of such strength and vitality.
Our campaign against the Corpse Brigade draws near. Coordinated strikes are to be made on a number...
Very well.
Oh, so that's Larg. He's effectively Dysadar's
It was
boss.
not of your doing, Dystog. In truth, it serves only to show the caliber of man.
Also, it seems like they almost regret the Marquis being
Changing time was
saved.
Inevitable. Once the fool went instead. And let us not forget, they did in the end. Your half-brother.
The king's life hangs by a thread.
Indeed, my dear friend.
Alright then, I'm gonna do a little more level grinding. And next time, we will lead the assault against the Corpse Brigade. This has been Three Roads Gaming. I sure am glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.